So
let's take it back to the definition of pseudo.
Yeah, you can't cause and effect scenario. It's just data you're collecting.
Well, the definition of science is the systematic study of the natural world. So,
through observation. Hold on, why are you cutting it short?
When you're observing.
Hold on, let this guy finish.
Yeah, why don't you finish the statement?
Yeah, through observation. Through observation.
This guy's reading half the definition, and he's doing it on purpose, man. I mean, a lot of these people are being deceitful. I'm gonna point out a few of them here.
Observation and experiment.
Guys,
yes,
the definition of science.
Cherry picking ass motherfucker.
Oh, he's cherry picking ass. The definition of science is the systematic study of the natural world. So, if I systematically
you fucking
observe, then I do.
You're a cherry picking little bugger, aren't you? Motherfucker.
Hold on, can you let him finish? Why are you cutting him off?
Finish.
He's not finishing the definition.
Said so. He's not finishing the statement. He's cutting that off. He's cutting it off.
The whole argument is whether science needs experiment, okay? And they just said the definition of pseudoscience, which is pretty much the branch of studies and observations not backed by the scientific method. I mean, it's plain as day, and they still argue it. But they're about to say the full definition. And for some reason, this guy don't want to say it. It's, hold on.
Not us.
Here we go. I'll give it to you. You ready? The intellectual and practical activity encompassing the systematic study of the structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation and experiment. Now argue with me about if and means or.
I knew you were going to do that.
I knew, yeah.
How did you know that? Because we're not.
So the only thing you can do, you can't observe. You can't just observe things. You have.
Yeah, B-ball, you can observe things, but without the experiment, it's pseudoscience. Okay? Plain as day, in the vocabulary, in the definition.
Do an experiment.
Did you hear
really?
the
After 3
part?
weeks, we're still stuck in 6th grade?
Yeah,
Still,
pretty much.
They're just stuck, man. They're trying, period. They are stuck with the fact that they just want their science without experiment, period.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, ballers. Pretty sad.
Limited understanding. Something you're just quantifying into a structure, go ahead, but there's no cause and effect scenario in your theory of understanding. You're just quantifying it and trying to predict with it, just like you would if you're trying to find out the seasons to plant food.
And let's get it straight. This thing Blue's doing is he's trying to find the cause of an effect. So you can just throw observational science out with this bullshit.
No, I'm not. You're wrong.
You're not trying to find cause and effect?
No, I'm not trying to find cause and effect necessarily, Jeremy. I'm looking.
Wow. So let's see if he can support that claim. He's not trying to find cause and effect. Okay, in what he just said. Starting to see through this, man.
I gave you the variables. What's the problem?
The variable, they're not in your hypothesis.
I just gave them to you, Jeremy.
Your hypothesis is absurd.
My hypothesis is mass attracts other mass, Jeremy.
Yeah, so your independent variable. So
my independent variable is the force of attraction between the masses.
So the force of the mass, the force of attraction between the masses, is the cause. But you're not trying to prove cause and effect. Are you kidding me, man? Won't you get a story and stick to it? Oh, wait, you can't. I'm getting sick and tired of this crap, man. Need to work on y'all's honesty. So I'm going to introduce an experiment. I'm going to call it the Briandish Experiment. You know, what else can we learn about mass? What else can we learn? Okay, so you said... Okay, so yeah, I'm introducing the Briandish Experiment. So the Cavendish Experiment showed that mass attracts mass. Okay, by the lead balls attracting each other. So what else can we learn about mass? Okay, so my hypothesis is that heat melts mass. So mass is melted by heat. Okay, so that's my hypothesis. My independent variable is going to be the torch, the heat, and the temperature, the heat from the torch. Okay, the dependent variable is going to be pretty much the lead melting. Okay, so so I take the torch, I apply it to the lead balls, and look at that. How about it? They melted. So yeah, it's looking like that heat melts mass. So I'm gonna try that with gold. I'm gonna vary it up and tungsten, and look, it melted them both. So I know that yeah, heat melts mass. There's a problem. They did not apply it to liquid or water. Okay, the heat wouldn't melt the water. Okay, or wood, the heat wouldn't melt the wood. Okay, all I have proven is that heat melts lead, or if I did it with gold, that heat melts gold. Okay, that's the same thing with Cavendish. They have not proven that mass attracts mass. They have proven that lead attracts lead. And if they did it with gold, then they proved that gold attracts gold. It's a joke of an experiment. It is not. It's pseudoscience on its face, at its best, and easily proven. It's easy to demonstrate, just like right there with the Briandish experiment. That proves that heat melts mass. It's a big bunch of bullshit, y'all. People are catching on.